What's up, on the community? It's your boy Chris coming at you live as always from the man cave. So this Friday, another Friday, been a long work week. Everybody take a load off. Hopefully you've all gotten home from work, or will be home from work soon. Got a little bit of time, pull up a chair, let's have a beer with your boy. Another Friday, another beer with your boy. All right, so as you guys noticed from the last time around, what I like to do with this segment is I just like to talk about some things that are on my mind, some opinions, if you will. Maybe not always records shown. You will see some records in this one, and let's just have some fun with it. Let's kick back, have a beer. For this Friday's beer with your boy, Terrapin Luau IPA. Very, very frequent in my day-to-day routine, if you will. So, guys, you guys all know. How I feel about original presses and how they're my preference. And I've always sung their praises to the high heavens and everything like that. But guys, I got to be honest. Had we had, let's say 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, when I started getting into buying jazz vinyl, had the amount of quality jazz reissues been available that are now, I don't know if I'd have ever, really delved into original pressings like that. They were the way to go. They were the way they had the music. But now, guys, there are so many great reissues that have come out this year, that are coming out this year still with only a couple of months left, and that are being on the horizon for 2023. And I got to tell you guys, I'm damn excited about it. I got to tell you, I'm as excited about it as any of you guys are. Any of you guys who don't buy originals, I'm as excited as you are, I promise you. So, just as an example, two most recent Tone Poets. Grant Green's Feeling the Spirit. Phenomenal record. I have the original mono. I decided I wanted to have this as well. Why not? It's also a stereo pressing. Shootout might be coming down the line. Who knows? And I love this album. It's one of my favorites by Grant Green. Absolutely killer stuff. I recommend you have it. And then next up, of course, is Kenny Burrell on Blue Note. 1543. Famous artwork done by Andy Warhol. Love this one as well, guys. Kenny Burrell, Tommy Flanagan, Paul Chambers, Kenny Clark, Kennedy Gold, Congas. I got to tell you guys, it's an absolutely phenomenal one. And then, of course, on the Tone Poet tip for the rest of the year coming, you've got Blue Mitchell Bring It On Home, which, of course, isn't the most, expensive original Blue Note in the world. One can still be had for $100 or less. But it's a killer record. I highly recommend anybody have it. Would you rather spend $100 or would you rather spend $30 to $40, depending on, I guess, on where you get it from? So that one's also coming down the pike. And then, of course, also Harold Vick Stepping Out. Very excited for that one. Extremely excited for that one. I've never owned a single copy of that album in any format, and I am very, very, very thrilled to be able to add that this November when it's released. And then, of course, there's a Tone Poet coming out of this one. It's an album I actually listened to today. I've had it for a few months now. It's Bobby Hutcherson's Stick Up. This is an original stereo pressing. Bobby Hutcherson, Joe Henderson, McCoy Tyner, Herbie Lewis, and Billy Higgins. I've spun it a few times since I acquired it. And guys, I got to tell you, this thing hauls the mail. Again, it's one of those ones where it's not really a very expensive original pressing. One can be had for probably $1.50 or less. But that being said, 30 to 40, audiophile treatment. Can't beat it. I'm looking very forward to it as well. I'm going to grab a copy. I'm going to compare side by side. I might end up holding on to 2 copies. I might not. I don't know. But I'm going to grab it anyway to satisfy my interest. Why not? For $30 to $40. Why not do it? One, of course, coming out later this year. I think in a few weeks. November 18th. One of those two. Well, one I'm very excited about. First time ever released. Elvin Jones live at Pookie's Pub. Which, of course, live session recorded between July 28th and 30th of 1967. Mere days, I believe, after the passing of John Coltrane. Absolutely phenomenal live session. I really cannot wait to add that one to my collection. Bit pricey, $60 for a 2 LP. I'm going to get it anyway. Very much looking forward to it. The Verve Acoustic Sounds series, of course, has done great things. I think everybody here would agree. It's putting some of their absolute, classics of the Verve and Impulse labels or whatever have obviously came to light, if you will. The Bill Evans Trio, got that earlier this year. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And I got one on pre-order now. Bill Evans at Town Hall. Verve Acoustic Sounds. I'm looking very, very, very much forward to that as well. And then there are a couple that I've definitely got to talk about here. One that I got a few months back, maybe a couple months back, I don't know, but Howard McGee's Dusty Blue. And that's Newland. Mastered by Kevin Gray, coherent audio, printed and pressed at Palace on 180 gram vinyl, photographic insert. Guys, this is a quality release. Very quality. It came out around about the same time as the Blue Mitchell one that I'm still yet to receive. For some reason, I believe they both came out the same day. This one arrived shortly after I ordered it, and the other one is still, I don't know. Apparently, they'll update me when it ships. So I'll get it one of these days, and I can tell you how it sounds when I get it. But I got to tell you, if it's anything like this one's killer. It's quality. Definitely, I highly recommend it if you guys can get your hands on it. Grab yourself a copy. Recently announced series that I'm very excited about, I wanted to talk to you guys about. It's the Verve By Request series. Guys, I'm extremely excited about this one. I can't even begin to emphasize it enough. Roy Brooks beat. I've never owned it in any format whatsoever. It's coming out in November, as well as a reissue for one that I just grabbed an original pressing of recently. You guys might have seen it in a recent video. It's Alice Coltrane's Patah de El Dowd. Guys, everybody should own this. And unfortunately, up until coming up soon, it has been very, very difficult to find a copy. It hasn't been reissued often, or at all, very seldom. And now it's getting analog treatment. It's going to be reissued here in a few weeks. I think November 11th or 18th. I'm not positive which day. And it's going to be, I think, around a $30 range, if I'm not mistaken. I've got a copy pre-ordered. I look forward to pairing them and playing them side by side. Those two are coming out for the rest of the year in that series of the Verve By Request series. And of course, Verve By Request has got an entire list already lined up. I don't know if that's the entire series or if that's what they're going to tackle first, similar to Tone Poet, where, a little list comes out, then another little list comes out, then another little list comes out. So I don't know how it's going to go from here, but I do know another one that I have been really clamoring for a reissue for, so that so many of you guys can own a copy of this album. And it's coming up in January, if I'm not mistaken. I got it on pre-order as well, damn it, I'm going to get these. It's Ahmad Jamal Trio, The Awakening. It's one of those jazz albums that I feel like everybody should have a copy in their collection. And it's been so damn hard. It's so damn expensive. It took me forever. And now it's going to be readily available for you guys for $30. I mean, you can't beat it. But it's, got to tell you guys, it's an absolutely phenomenal time to be a jazz vinyl collector, if you will. Like I said, had all of these been so readily available 7 to 10 years ago when I started buying jazz records, guys, I might not have ever gotten the OG bug. I don't know, but I did get it. I'm very proud of my original jazz pressings, as you guys know. I tout them all the time. I'm not about to sell Patah de El Dowd or Ahmad Jamal's The Awakening, and then just, I'm not going to. But it's just so damn nice, in my opinion, to have so much of this great music that I adore so much, so readily available, so accessible, so damn affordable for so many of you guys that I know we're not going to shell out $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800 for a single record. So now you can have yourself a blind buy. You know what? I've never heard this album before, but hey, $30. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I heard Tunes the Man Cave spew about it in a couple of his videos, talking about how awesome it is. Hey, I can get it for $30. You can't beat it, guys. It's a wonderful, wonderful time to be a jazz vinyl collector. A wonderful time to be in the jazz vinyl community. And I'm just as stoked as any of you guys are. Trust me when I tell you. It's awesome stuff, and I can only hope that it keeps on coming. Guys, go pre-order yourself one of those Verve By Request releases, Patah de El Dowd or Roy Brooks Beat, or Ahmad Jamal's Awakening. I think they got Albert Eiler's Love Cry, I think, supposed to be coming out next year. I mean, several things. I think I saw an Elvin Jones release in there on the list, if I'm not mistaken. Now, grab yourself, the Bill Evans at Town Hall on Verve Acoustic Sounds, or one of the other Verve Acoustic Sounds releases that have come out, guys. They all sound stellar in my opinion. Grab that Howard McGee, Dusty Blue. Grab that. That's phenomenal. It's wonderful, and it's going to be an album so few of you, well, not as many of you, excuse me, are going to be aware of or familiar with, but damn, it sounds great. It's wonderful, and I highly recommend it to any of you. Then, of course, guys, keep the support for the Tone Poet series going. Keep it going so that so many can, you know, that's an expensive ass OG. Really expensive, and that's if you can even find it. But $30, Tone Poet, can't beat it. And keep that. Let's keep it going, guys. It's been a wildly successful series. I think the Acoustic Sounds series seems like it's been pretty damn successful. And let's give all our support to the Verve By Request. And guys, let's keep buying these jazz reissues and keeping these going, making sure that all of us can get our hands on this phenomenal music for an affordable price and very accessible. So that's all I've got for you guys on this Friday segment of Beer With Your Boy. Hope everybody's having a wonderful start to the weekend. Kick back, guys. Kick your shoes off. Grab yourself a beer. Drink of your choice. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time with your record collection. And hope everybody has a phenomenal weekend. Until next time. Until next videos. Keep dropping that needle, you guys.